flying, yeah, you already know this. From the ring to the real, we talking that truth. Laughs get loud when the crew cut loose. It's a cookout, where the takes stay hot and the game stay wild. The cookout, wrestling talk with that family style. The cookout, 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 cookout. Come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos. Workhorse Wrestling Network, let's go. With ALW, CM, Sammy, and Anika. Hot topics cooking, no chaser, no filter. Fire games popping, debates get reckless. If you ready for the madness, then pull up a seat. Workhorse Wrestling Network, this is the cookout.
Hello, and welcome to the show. You are gathered with us tonight for the Cookout Podcast, where we talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling.
Yes, as always, you are gathered with us here at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the Cookout Podcast. Another episode. As Sammy said, we all come together and talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling. As Sammy once coined, come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos. So, on that note, if you are new to the Workhorse Wrestling YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, hit that little bell for notifications. That will make sure that you get notified every time we put something up on the YouTube channel. If you're with us on Twitch, give us a follow over there. Thanks for joining us wherever you're joining us at. And if you're here with us, chime in the live chat. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let us know anything wrestling related, anything non-wrestling related. We're happy to talk whatever you guys want to talk about. So I believe Anika said she had something for us to discuss. I guess first, as usual, before we do anything else, anyone got a clown of the week? Normally that's CM's domain, but it looks like
not right now, but maybe at the end of the show. We'll see.
I'm thinking of the past
no
week.
Clowns of the week this week. I mean, we could always give it to the honorary CM Punk as or Phil Hughes as every week Mr. CM does, but
Okay, I got one. All right.
all right.
Yes. As always, Phil all the clown of the week, but I will also give one to Logan Paul. Now it's like it's some of your reasons you were specific. Last week was WWE Fan Fest in New York, and this is when the stars and the wrestlers kind of embrace each other. If you like WWE wrestling, huh?
Mix and mingle.
Thank you. Mix and mingle. So like if you love WWE wrestling and like this, it really is like a fun thing to go to, right? But one of the highlights was Cody Rhodes had Tom Brady on his podcast, and then Logan Paul came out to just rile up some Trevors, and Logan Paul got slapped by Tom Brady. Sir.
Holy smokes.
Sir. Your
Tom
brother's
Brady's
a
looking at
boxer.
wrestling a match.
I'm like, but sir, your brother's a wrestler. Your brother's look at my fingers. A boxer. You're a wrestler, and you got slapped by a retired football player, and the slap was not done well. Like it was all palm, all to the skull. Like I'm pretty sure Logan Paul's ears were ringing. So like just for that to happen, and yeah, like Logan Paul, I like neither of these emotional crackheads, but Logan Paul, you're both representing WWE wrestling, a more combative sport. You got hit by a quarterback. There we go, a quarterback. If it was an offensive lineman, maybe. If it was someone on defense, cool. You got hit by a quarterback, bro. That's embarrassing. So yeah, clown of the week as always, Phil. But for this week, for this reason, Logan Paul as well.
Was this a shoot or a work?
I'm going to assume it was a work because they've been having this back and forth for at least like since last WrestleMania. Honestly, they've been trying to coerce this. Like Sammy said, Tom Brady seems like he wants to do a wrestling match. To that, I say no. Sir, aren't you going to push 50? And yes, there are some wrestlers who are 50, but here's the difference. They've been wrestling for over 30 years. You're hitting 50-year-old behind is trying to do your first match at the age of 50. So no, this is dumb. This is stupid. Only people who are in Boston want this crap. No. Who are we supposed to root for? Who am I rooting for in this scenario? None of y'all. I hope someone just comes in and do a Japanese death match and blow up the whole freaking ring. How about that?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't need to see Tom Brady wrestle. I mean, to be fair, it would be in WWE, so I wouldn't see it anyhow. But I don't need to see Tom Brady wrestle. And I mean, I hope it's not a work. I hope. I hope that Tom Brady actually slapped Logan Paul. That would be hysterical if that was real and Tom Brady was like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna slap the shit." Like, that
Just
would
a
be
little
hysterical.
bit.
But I mean, I'm sure that Tom Brady versus Logan Paul will draw fans, whatever it is. Even Tom Brady being 50, even Logan Paul being who he is, the two of them are definitely cultural icons, right? So both
Yeah.
of them have become cultural icons to a certain extent. And so, yeah, I mean, a match from them would definitely fill seats. I mean, I don't need to see it, but that seems right up WWE's alley. It'll be perfect for WrestleMania.
Sure.
Uh,
Please don't.
we had some celebrity pass away recently. Uh, I wanted to just, mention them real quick. Sam Neill, Jurassic Park. Bonnie
Yep.
Tyler, the singer. And the girl
Yep.
from Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm spacing on her name, but she was only like
Ray Ray.
19.
Oh no, from the new one. Yes,
Yeah.
from the newest one. Yeah.
She was only like 19. So that's
Yep.
an
Well,
absolute
they say they
tragedy.
come in threes.
Uh,
It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. Unfortunately, too many pass away way too young. Although Bonnie Tyler was in her 80s, so she's what? I mean, it is. And you never, whatever. But I mean, at least
yeah, her and Sam Neill were both in their 70s. But like the 19-year-old, that's a
Yeah.
tragedy.
Right. Right. I mean, it's a tragedy no matter what, and especially
Yeah.
when you lose someone like Sam Neill or even a Bonnie Tyler. But yeah, I mean, at least they both had long lives, right, and successful lives. I mean, both of them,
Oh, yeah.
for all intents and purposes, So
Bonnie Tyler made that
I
song
saw the
that was in Shrek 2. That lives rent free in my head.
Yep. All right, Miss Anika, what did you want to talk about? You said you had something that we could address.
You
Holding Out for a
know,
Hero, that's it. Holding Out for a Hero. That's the song in Shrek 2.
cool. I was gonna try to do a segue.
Mm.
No. So this week in wrestling, as we were saying, this week was FanFest that led up to Saturday Night Main Event in New York City. That's what it was. But one of the big matches that's leading to speculation that I kind of want to pontificate on, it was Lyra Valkyria versus Bailey. And Lyra is now doing this whole creepy Hogwarts crack under pressure gimmick where she's basically that crack crazy, but she did beat Bailey, but not just beat Bailey. She bulldog choked that thing. Might be as good, a little bit better than John Moxley. And then she did a fireman's carry to Bailey on the steel steps. And it looks like they're writing her off. Now, why are we all going through this? Because as of right now, we are a very heavy AEW show. A little bit on Friday night for a watch along, but more or less. But as of right now, Bailey, aka Pam, does not have a deal with WWE. So right now we're calling it contract negotiations, but I really don't know because it feels like, and this is where speculation happens, that she has left WWE semi-permanently. So that's what I want to talk about. Well, what like I have other topics, go ahead, but this was really on my mind because Brother Bear, how many people's contracts have expired, and we all said AEW, but it never goes the way we want it to. For me
With
personally,
Bailey though,
wait. For me personally, I wanted AJ Styles. It's like we were close to it. They gave him a Legends deal. It didn't happen. But Bailey, Brother Bear, if this is true, and there is a chance, Mercedes Monet, I need you to put in overtime for the love of God. Please, I need this to happen. Out of all of the people who I want to go to AEW, I want to see Bailey over there. Not because she's Bailey, not just because of the Boston Hug connection, because Bailey is an actual wrestler. Yes, she was good as a heel. Yes, she was good as a babyface in her earlier years, where she had the side ponytail in the streamer. But she isn't a wrestler. She's a wrestler first, and it feels like a really good fit. Just off the top of the dome, her versus Willow would be so freaking cool, bruh. Like her versus, and of course, one Mercedes Moné rematch. Somewhere very high up. That's why she was tweeting this. Now, like I said, I don't know the logistics of this. Like I said, kind of negotiations. Like I said, wait,
what about Bailey and Thekla?
I don't know if Bailey can handle Tekla. Honestly, I would love to see it. Wait, hold up. There we go. I would love to see how that would unfold because Bailey as a heel was probably her best thing in the pin. Like we're talking about Bailey's best moments in WWE. For me personally, I loved Pandemic Bailey. Pandemic Bailey was a good freaking time, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. Just with her and Sasha, and then with her bringing up Bianca to be the superstar that she is, was a very good time. And ding dong, hello, like yeah. But yeah, if this is really a possibility, I need Tony Khan to push the money. I need Mercedes Moné to push harder than she ever pushed before. It's crazy because, like, thinking about how Sasha, aka Mercedes, had Naomi do the walkout, right? And I'm not saying their bond isn't great. I know Mercedes and Naomi are tight like that, but I think I would like to believe that Bailey and Mercedes is stronger because they came up at the same time. They came up in NXT. That's why I'm like, if Mercedes can get Naomi to walk, why is it so hard to get Bailey to walk? Like, baby girl, you would be so high praised over there, and I want to see these freaking matches. So the floor.
Is her contract expiring?
No, contract gone. She ain't got no contract. She's not under contract. Contract gone. Yeah, yeah. So this is renegotiation time. So this is why I'm so hyped because it's like you ain't got no kids. You have no husband. Like, because usually when people resign with WWE, that are most so we if you're an indie fan, you know them from the indies or TNA, those about AJ Styles. And other people, you're like, oh, they got kids. They have a family. That's why they resign, because guaranteed money is guaranteed money. It's like what? I would love, even though indies were a good time and we've enjoyed it and people and fans from their children enjoyed it, as a person who has to live off indie money, I'm pretty sure you don't want to not have guaranteed money, right? So I can't fault you. But like I said, with Bailey, you ain't got no kids. You ain't got no husband. You can still roll the dice right now. Roll the dice, Bailey. Roll the dice. But what do y'all think about this scenario? And what is your percentage of this actually happening?
I think it's actually pretty high, honestly. All things considered, I think it's pretty high.
Sure,
I
sure.
will
All things
say my
considered,
one
why?
concern is if she does a tag team with the CEO, Mercedes Monet, what would their tag team be named? She's the CEO, she's not the boss. And can Bailey
Let's
still
do
do
the
the
least
hug
of
gimmick,
concern.
or does WWE own that?
We can
Well,
deal with that later, but
Yeah,
right.
fair.
so
But
here's my thing. Like AEW women's division definitely needs a Bailey, right? Like there's nowhere that
Oh
Bailey
yeah.
would go that she doesn't automatically make any division, supremely better, right? And as
yes,
selfishly as someone that enjoys Bailey and wants to see her wrestle, I'd love to see her get away from WWE because I don't watch it and WWE sucks anyhow, right? So
yes.
and they need
Mhm.
her in AEW. I mean, she's actually needed in AEW. If she comes to AEW though, I don't necessarily want to see her with Mercedes Monet. I'd like to see her versus Mercedes Monet. For me, my favorite Bailey was always the face Bailey with the wiggly creatures that were doing the whatever thing. Like that was always my favorite Bailey. I was never a fan of Dark
Yes.
Bailey. I'm not a fan of heel Bailey. I think her sweet spot is the face spot, and I'd love to see her come over be a face, take on Tekla, take on Mercedes Monet. I mean, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And the percentage wise, I mean, if she's truly got nothing going on, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, listen, if you're if they're willing to pay you, if Tony Khan's willing to pay you, why would you
Hmm.
not at least come check it out? Like, I mean, it's where I mean, you've been in WWE, you know what it's about, you know what's there. Why not come at least check out and see what the grass is like on the other side, assuming that there's an opportunity. And I don't see why Tony Khan wouldn't be giving her an opportunity, wouldn't be trying to give her something. I mean, I don't.
Uh, I just want to express to everyone watching of how good Bailey is. In case you're unaware, she had a good match with Lacey Evans. Becky Lynch couldn't do that. Becky Lynch could never do that. Bailey did it.
Uh,
Well, you're right.
yeah.
You're right. But
No, I mean,
percentage wise, oh, go ahead.
yeah,
You
I
go.
mean,
Yeah.
percentage wise, I mean, it's probably high. I mean, it's probably somewhere 50, 60%, I would think. I mean, it's got to be 50-50. If she wants to wrestle more and she's truly looking at the landscape, there's really only two options, right? If you're at the top of the game, right? And Bailey's not going to go wrestle in the independent. She's not going to TNA. She's not the TNA's an independent, but she's not going to go to TNA. They're essentially, who knows, they're on their last leg anyhow, one foot in the grave over there, TNA anyhow. She's not probably going to Japan to Stardom. And so you really only have AEW and WWE. Those are really your only two options if you want to wrestle, if you want to be on TV in the US and be, So, I mean, and like I said, she's done WWE. Yeah, come check out AEW. We would love to have Bailey over there. My question is, you think if she comes, does she come as Bailey? Can she come as Bailey, or is that a
No,
WWE name which she
no,
doesn't have to be
Pamela Rose
exactly?
Martinez. So she could be Rose Martinez. She could be Pamela Rose. She could be Pamela Martinez, or she could make a new name.
Right.
So
But Bailey is a
what is her name?
WWE trademark name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was her indie name? It was the Vina Rose, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. We can probably find that out.
I think it was the Vina Rose, something like that. Which actually is a pretty
But
cool name.
I like that. I mean, that sounds cool. That's cool.
But I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going real out.
Okay,
Pam.
Davina with an A. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was Davina. I'm going to rule out Pam. I don't think we should. No, you should not come out and say, "Here's Pam." No, I don't know. No, we need something a little bit more spotty. I would love this to go back to Davina Rose. That would be really really nice.
Yeah. No, that's a cool name. I mean, I think she'd be great in
Right?
AEW. And the
I
women's
mean,
division needs it. I mean, Tekla needs competition.
could
So,
just steal Damian Priest's name. He's not using it.
We're not calling her the
Damian Priest.
Punisher.
She could just come over and be Damian Priest.
No. Punishment
I
Martinez.
Punishment. I was joking. I was making a joke.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, he's not using Punishment Martinez, and Martinez is her name too, so.
That'd be a cool name too. I like Davina Rose better, but I mean, that'd be a cool name too.
He's not using it.
Again, that's where the best wrestle, and she's one of the best women, so I mean, what else can you say, right? I mean, it's. And
I'd feel honored if Bailey wanted to borrow my name.
Slim and Sammy Joe.
Yeah, it's available. No wrestler by that name.
Oh my gosh. So what else? So let's see. What would be the best match that Bailey could have in AEW? You think it's Tekla or you think it's Mercedes? Would you rather see her with Mercedes? Okay, hold on. Let's back up. Do you want face or heel Bailey if she comes to AEW?
Her best match would be heel Bailey in a tag team with Mercedes versing against Willow and a tag partner that I haven't decided on yet, but definitely Willow in one half of that tag team.
I just want Bailey versus Willow. I don't need to be in the tag team. I want straight.
Oh well, I prefer tag team wrestling, so for me that would be the best because I prefer tag team wrestling.
Dude, you don't even know what partner Willow's supposed to have.
It doesn't matter. It just needs to be a baby face. It just needs to be a baby face that will feel bad when Bailey and Mercedes are beating her up.
So you want dark Bailey? You want heel Bailey?
That would be the best option available. I was asked for the best. The best I can think of is heel tag team Bailey and Mercedes facing against Willow and somebody who Willow has to save.
What about you, Anika? How would you like to see Bailey come into AEW?
I just want straight up Willow versus Bailey, and I want the scenario of the MJF and Ospreay story, and MJF finally cracks up why he's so mad at Ospreay. They loved me before you showed up. And it's like, oh, it's just like more so Bailey, like let Bailey come in as a baby face, right? She gets her baby face on, and then she faces Willow, and the fans choose, and it's AEW, so we have to choose Willow first as babyface, and that's when Bailey snaps. She's like, "This is not happening again. You're not going to turn on me," and she goes back crack crazy versus Willow. Yeah.
I figured out the other half. Jamie Hayter. Willow and Jamie Hayter.
Yeah. I mean, I like both those ideas.
No, good match. But in your scenario, you said the people who people are going to cry for. It's very rare that Jamie gets a behind whoop. That's why I'm like,
yes, true. But I'm thinking of that hot tag moment for Willow. Because Willow's going to get this hot tag moment and save her partner from deep trouble. And that's what I want to see, that moment of that hot tag and Willow swooping in and trying to take them both down at the same time.
Like I said, not a bad match, but we could do.
It needs to be somebody who can give Willow a hot tag.
Statlander.
Isn't she healing it up?
No.
She healed it up on Willow pretty good. I don't know if those two are ever going to work again.
That was 2 years ago. They hugged it out after she won a TBS championship against Mercedes. They're fine now.
I'm sorry, you stabbed me in the back once. Like, no. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me. Well, no, shame on you. My bad.
So the ideal spot for you, Sammy, is heel Bailey as a tag team partner with Mercedes Moné. against
That's
Willow and
the
whoever, or just in general as a tag team, right? That's just,
yeah. That's
they
the
should
best
be
match
you've got them
I can think of.
being tag team champions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best match I can
And
think of.
Miss Anika, you just want to see her wrestle Willow straight up.
As a mirror, yeah, but as a mirror to Bailey, because everyone's like Willow is 2015 Bailey, and they're like, and I want Bailey is like, no, I want that to be a contradiction of I know the writing's on the wall for you, Willow. What's going to happen when they eventually turn on you, like something like that.
Yep. And then her to have a meltdown and ultimately turn heel. Yeah, I mean, scenarios. I mean, I think I'm more for Bailey being a singles wrestler. I mean, not that the women don't need more tag teams, they do, but and I mean, don't get me wrong. Anyone that's a wrestling fan, if it was Mercedes and Bailey together in some sort of tag team, obviously wrestling fans that know anything know the history there. But it's still for AEW purposes, and I know that it's hard to get away from this because there aren't a whole lot. It's still another Frankenstein tag team, right? And it's like, and then you just have to. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, okay, that's great, but I mean, they're basically singles wrestlers just doing this for the moment, right? And if you're gonna have women's tag team titles, you really need to cultivate a women's tag team division. And Frankenstein teams that only wrestle a few times together or whatever, it just isn't enough to make that division feel important at all. And no wonder Divine Dominion just keeps saying there's no one that can beat us because there's no one to even wrestle them. I mean, to be honest, Thunder Rosa's wrestled with two different partners now, and it's like, yeah, okay, so it is what it is. So, but I think that the sweet spot still for Bailey is a singles wrestler. So that being said, that doesn't mean that you couldn't have plenty of tag team matches along the way, but I do think there's a
Oh yeah,
sweet spot
you
for
can do
a
both.
singles wrestler.
You can definitely do both.
So I know that a lot of times we rail against people coming in and getting some sort of a title shot right away, but with Bailey's resume, if she comes in, should she be put right at the very top? Does she get a match?
She should at least get a shot
for the TBS title or for the AEW Women's Championship. I mean,
the big one, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, the big one. Yes, I've said this before.
So Tekla.
Yes, as of right now, Tekla. We'll see if that's how to redemption. Right. But yeah, no, because I keep saying this. The wrestlers who come over from WWE to AEW have left an abusive relationship. You have to coax them. You have to make sure they feel loved. You have to assure them that it won't be like their previous relationship. How do you do that? You have to be different. It can't just be, and it can't be just a wait and see. No, it has to be right now. This is why we're different. Put the belt on Bailey.
Speaking of redemption, we should do predictions.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely could do that. I was just about to ask, just in general, what you guys thought. Do you think that Willow beats Tekla at Redemption for the World Championship?
It's so crazy.
What you guys got?
Yes.
It's so crazy.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so Sammy's got Willow beating Tekla.
No, yeah, I got Tekla.
Listen, Oh, you got Tekla. Okay, you got Tekla retaining. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, yes, I want Willow to be women's world champion.
Don't scratch me, boy.
The moment, I mean, Tekla is so in her bag. Like, I mean, it's hard to, you know what I mean? That being said, she's been champ for a while now. I mean, it's time to a certain extent to probably do something different. And Willow is the next person I would love to see with that belt. So, I mean, I'm here for it. Even though it's a pay-per-view, why does Redemption not quite feel big enough for like the spot of the title change? Like,
it's because like All In's coming up, and we just had like Double or Nothing and Forbidden Door and all this stuff, and it's been great pay-per-view after great pay-per-view, and this is one of the lesser pay-per-views moving on to the biggest pay-per-view of the year.
You're so nice. This card sucks. This card sucks. This bill sucks. This is stupid. Why on no? Stupid.
I mean, there's some good matches in there.
No, no, no. Okay.
You're not here for Kenny Omega versus Kevin
No,
Knight?
hell no. Okay,
You're not here for Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito?
I don't give a crap. Okay. Use your words, Anika. Use your words. If we're doing redemption, why did we do Bash at the Beach? It feels like those two things really wrecked each other. More
Beach
so,
break, whatever, right? Yeah.
Beach Break. More so, Beach Break wrecked redemption. What case in point? What I've been hollering, but you AW were like, it's gonna be fine. Where why the freak did we not do MJF versus Omega on a pay-per-view and not a special dynamite? You know what is a special dynamite? It's dynamite nonetheless. Now they say it's MJF's idea. I don't give a crap. Sometimes you use this word called no, and you say no. We're doing it at redemption because Kevin Knight versus Omega, right? I compared this to Osprey. No, not Osprey. Fletcher versus Hangman last year at All Out, where it kind of felt too soon, but Fletcher was in this bag of ascension where we wanted to see it, and it did turn out to be a good to great main event, right? We haven't been using Kevin Knight properly like that. You see what I'm saying? Where, yes, Kevin Knight turned on dark, he turns heel. He hasn't really found the sweet spot as a heel. And yes, he has been in the main event picture, but in my opinion, he hasn't skyrocketed to the status of I want to see this match on a paper. You y'all see what I'm saying? Where it's just like, yeah, the whole focusing on Kevin Knight hasn't been done properly for me. Where we're putting him in this scenario where and more so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I don't see him beating Omega. And some people are like, well, it's just, and sometimes it's the journey and the destination. I like to look it out. I like to look. Can I get 20% that he's gonna win? I'm sorry. There's no because because Osprey just because no, there is no 0% that Kevin Knight is beating Kenny Omega.
There's only one journey I care about at the moment. Will Ospreay.
So right there. So why? Why are we
that's the entirety of wrestling. WWE, AEW, everything. There's one journey I care about, and that's Will Ospreay right now. All in.
But case in point, it's so close to all. Y'all put this right in the middle of Beach Break and All In. No one is believing this. I'm sorry, no one is. And they're like, whoa, that's gonna be a banger. Well, you got it's AEW. Every freaking pay-per-view this year been a banger. Or it's just like you're competing with a lot of banger matches.
I will say that this pay-per-view will have banger after banger on it. It's just the stories that we're not too invested in because we're waiting for the all-in stories. But
it won't.
But it's not going to be a bad show. It's going to be good matches.
It won't, but still, it's like AEW has to focus on stories because you have wrestling down pat. Whereas, like we said this before, where Double or Nothing, as of right now, is the best review of the year. But I would put money that All In could beat it because why? It's AEW. So how do we how do we make it better? You have to focus on that big crescendo of two dudes meeting in a ring and knocking each other out. You have so to that credit, it's like I'm not into it 100%. I'll just say that. All right. Sorry.
Any
That was
chance
Anika
that
rant.
Kevin Knight
I'm
beats
sorry.
Kenny Omega?
Zero. I just told zero. Do you again, if this was MJF, oh, this could have been 65, 75%. Oh, like, yeah, Osprey's dream is to beat is to face Kenny Omega at Wembley, but ooh, MJF, he's the goalpost. He's actually the needle mover. So which one are we gonna get? Ooh, we don't have that no more. It's Kevin Knight. It's not happening. Sorry.
No, I mean that's probably fair. I mean it's I mean I like Kevin Knight, but yeah, I mean I can't imagine that there's any chance that he beats Kenny Omega. I mean he doesn't beat Kenny Omega not for the title ever, let alone for the title, let alone a month away from All Out when the real match,
In
All In, when
Canada.
the money match is Omega versus Osprey for the title. I mean, so I mean I guess it is what it is. What percentage you put Willow beating Tekla? Or I'm sorry,
That's harder.
Sammy thinks Tekla's gonna win.
That's harder because again, that's why I know they're paying y'all, but sometimes you have to say no because my brain is like Tekla deserves to go to All In as champ. But if we don't put the belt on Willow now, freaking win. Freaking win. So
All In against two.
like,
I mean, we don't
like,
even really have someone. We don't really haven't pushed anybody or built anybody up to be like. I mean, I suppose if Bailey's coming, then great. Bailey shows up at Redemption or between Redemption and All In, and then maybe whatever, then that's something. But short of that, I mean, right now Willow versus Tekla is the money match, and I'm not sure why we're doing it at Redemption. I would think this would be the match at All In, but I don't know. Maybe it's Willow wins here, and then it's the rematch at All In. I mean, I don't know.
well,
I can see that.
no, no. Mercedes won the Owen Cup, so
Oh,
whoever
that's right.
wins
Mercedes,
here
she gets
faces
the
Mercedes.
opportunity. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
So
Mercedes
it
gets
would
the
be
opportunity
Mercedes versus Willow, which isn't
yeah.
bad.
Willow can win.
It's a revenge match, right?
But poor Tekla though. Like you said, Tekla has been burning the world right now, and I don't want that
Mm,
to end.
I
But
no,
mean,
if
do you have a heel issue with Tekla versus Mercedes?
you
no,
do,
I don't.
No, you don't need a
We're,
face in the match.
him personally.
listen, they might be heels, but I appreciate both of these women. I do not
Yeah, I do
mind
too.
at
I do
all.
too. I'm just saying, like, wrestling seems to be right the best when it's the face versus the heel for whatever reason, and usually when the face is the underdog and gets the upset, right, gets the victory over the good wins over the evil, and so Mercedes versus Tekla, you don't really have that. And I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you have to. I mean, they're both extremely solid wrestlers, and the match itself will be incredible. I'm just asking, like.
Yeah.
Does
A
that
big
work, or
thing
is it
is
better with Willow as a face versus one of the two of them? You know,
Mercedes is more of a heel with her words than she is with her actions. Tekla does not have any issue being a heel with her actions over her words.
yeah.
What was I say? In my heart, I want triple threat. I want Willow versus Mercedes versus Tekla, but it could happen because in my heart I wanted triple threat for the news Omega MJF Osprey, but it feels like we're doing Omega Osprey. So that can still happen for women. Fingers crossed, please Jesus. But Redemption, Willow beats Tekla. Willow beats Tekla.
I think so too.
Question.
I think
If it is Mercedes versus Thekla, would Thekla beating Willow help bring more support to Mercedes? Because Thekla just beat Willow.
Really?
maybe. I mean, I don't think Mercedes needs a lot of help. I think Mercedes has a pretty strong fan base no matter what. But yeah, I mean,
That's very true.
but yes,
I
I
think
mean
it's
maybe.
I think it's still the same, where they're both heels and nobody's really going for both throats because
I mean,
it's
I don't know
like
that it adds. I don't know that it makes anyone want Mercedes to win more, but it probably makes people want Tekla to lose more, right? Like, it
Yeah.
just happens to be that it would beat a Mercedes, but she beat Willow, so now we hate her even more. And if Mercedes can beat her, great, but maybe not like the ultimate choice, right? I mean, Willow's like the ideal choice, right? But if that doesn't happen, then I guess we'll take the next best thing, right? Which would be Mercedes at least dethroning her. So.
It's just I have a slight worry of like how upset people will be for Willow to win just to lose in a couple weeks to Mercedes.
that's why this card sucks. Okay, that card. That's why the review sucks. Like,
I
bruh.
I do think we'll get a title change, though. I think Andrade is going to beat Mark Davis for that national championship.
No, I think so too.
Okay, more so will it make a difference? Because no offense, who forgot that Mark Davis was the NWA champion? I'm sorry, I did. I forgot. I forgot this still existed. I'm not even gonna hold you. I just,
Yeah.
I was
So I don't think we want to run over the card.
I mean, we can real quick.
yeah.
We talked about Omega versus Kevin Knight for the World Championship. We've talked about that. We talked about Willow versus Tekla for the Women's World Championship.
Mhm.
We got Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito for the AEW International
Yeah,
Championship.
Fletcher's retaining that title.
You can imagine. No doubt. National Championship, that's Mark Davis versus Andrade. We just talked a little bit about how we think Andrade is probably winning that title. Then you got Moxley and Ospreay versus the Young Bucks, which is interesting. I'm not sure why we're doing that match. It's going to be fun, but why? I mean, for what? I mean, I guess whatever.
This match legitimately could go either way. The thing I know is
the match tonight when all things are said and done.
Yeah, the thing I know is they're gonna try and make Omega come out to save the Young Bucks.
Yes.
After the match is over, they're gonna beat up on the Young Bucks and see if Omega comes out.
And then last but not least, the match that will ruin the whole card. Mr. Way over the hill, Chris Jericho versus Psycho Killer Tommaso Ciampa.
No.
I cannot have to see this again and on a pay-per-view.
You left out 2 matches.
No, wait.
Did I?
Wait. Not Chris Jericho, the Painmaker. So stupid.
No, excuse me. Even worse.
I mean, it was the Painmaker who fought Nick Gage.
That was
Right?
That was crazy. That was 5 years ago. That's crazy to say. It was 5 years ago. A lot has happened. I don't see that man no more.
Chris Jericho needs to take himself and all 87 of his nicknames and put them boots in the ring and hit the road. Leave them boots in the ring and call it a career.
Oh gosh.
Anytime, I'm not saying that he hasn't done a great job at reinventing himself, but anytime you have to reinvent yourself 300 times, you leave a little,
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, what 2 matches did I miss, Sammy?
We got the TBS Championship.
Oh, yep, it's not on there where I'm looking at. Sheeta versus who? I forget who she's wrestling.
Maya World.
Oh, yeah. That should be fun.
Yeah.
And the other one is the AEW World Tag Team Championship match. Claudio and Pac. Death Rider.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which I think they could win. I really think they could win.
Nah. Like
No.
that's what's hurting this card is that I'm sorry to say I do not know. I don't see Death Riders. More so Claudio and Dan Garcia, right?
So here's the thing. My writing brain.
Answer my question. Is it Claudio and Dan Garcia versus?
No, Pac, the bastard.
I thought it.
Okay.
Claudio and Pac.
Top two's here, but still no. All right, now you go.
My writing brain went to work on this one to think that they could win because I thought to myself, well, what happens if they win? And if Cage and Cope win, usually 9 times out of 10, writing states that they would then face John Moxley and Will Ospreay. That ain't happening. Will Ospreay is facing for the World Championship at All In. So my writing brain says that since that's not a possibility, the other possibility is Death Riders win. They have the gold, and then Will Ospreay's like, I need to get my gold too. Bring the gold to the Death Riders, and that's the story that writes itself. So from my writing brain, it seems to make all the sense in the world to me of what are you going to write if Cage and Cope win? Meanwhile, the Death Riders winning seems to write itself.
So
like, what did Cage and Cope do after this? If they win, what do they do? Where do they go?
Young Bucks.
Like Young Bucks. So I mean,
yeah. First,
I don't know. I mean, the tag team division leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, there isn't a whole lot. There are some great tag teams in AEW, but the way that they're booked and the way it's all done is what it is. I mean, in my mind, as much as I love Claudio and he is that guy, and I like Pac, for me, I don't really see Pac and Claudio
beating two guys in their 50s. You can't see him beating two guys in their 50s.
I can, but it's not just two regular guys.
That's true.
This is Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. I mean, I'm not necessarily the biggest Adam Copeland guy, but I am a huge Christian Cage guy. And they're world champions. You got to beat the champions, right?
And the show's going to be in Canada.
And I just so now I don't know that the next stop for Christian and Cope if they win, or for Cage and Cope if they win, is the Bucks. I don't really know what's out there. That's the problem, is that there really isn't a whole lot out there. I don't need to see him versus FTR anymore. I don't know that I really need to see him versus the Bucks. We've already kind of seen that a little bit. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, there isn't a whole lot out there. That division is definitely, they haven't done anything to keep that division healthy at all. So, and when you think about when AEW started, they almost hung their hat on the tag team division to a certain extent. And so it's fallen a long way. So, but I still think that Cope and Cage retain. And as much as I love Maya World, I don't think she's beaten Cheetah yet for that title. I mean, she's going to get close, and it's going to be a good match, and there'll be a lot of 2 counts. But I think Cheetah ends up retaining that title too.
Yeah.
So I don't know who beats Cheetah. Maya World might beat Cheetah down the road. They might have another match at All In or down the road where she ends up getting that win, but I don't think she gets the win at Redemption.
What's Jamie Hayter doing at All In?
Well, it's going to come between her and Alex Windsor, the Portland Birds. So they're probably going to get the women's tag team title finally off of Divine Dominion. Because London.
Divine Dominion versus. All right, yeah. That sounds good.
I'm here for that. Yeah, the Brawling Birds winning in London, that would be cool. And I'm ready for those titles to be off Divine Dominion. Even though there's nothing going on in the women's division, I don't like Divine Dominion. I really don't. I like Lena Cross. I just don't like Megan Bayne. I'm just not a Megan Bayne fan. And I don't really care for them together. I just don't. The two of them, they're too. For me, they're too similar, and they're both. Lena Cross is a little more fluid, but they're both still a little clunky because they're bigger, like women, so they don't move like a Mercedes or like a Sheeta, and so the two of them together, it looks clunky, right? So I'm ready for something else, and I kind of wish they'd go off and do their own thing. Not that I necessarily think Megan Bayne should be. In the beginning, when she first came in, I thought, she's going to be competing for a women's championship. I'm not sure she's ready for that at the moment, but I think Lena Cross might be. I think Lena Cross shows more potential, a higher ceiling than Megan Bayne does. So, but I'm ready for those titles to be off of them. So, yeah, I mean, the Brawling Birds taking those titles would be nice at All In. I'm here for that. Let's see. Anything else of any interest?
What
else? That's the redemption card. That's talking about All In.
I'm gonna check and see when the 90-day non-compete is up.
for
Cool.
Bailey. For Ms. Bailey. For Miss Pamela Martinez.
No,
Oh,
for the tag division.
oh,
Who do you have in mind?
right.
Kofi
Who do you have
Kingston
in
and
mind?
Xavier Woods, the
that's
New
happening.
Day.
Yeah.
That
I'm kind of surprised that. Yeah, I mean, I know that it's been a while, right? I mean, has it been 90 days? That's a good question.
I don't know if it's been 90 yet, but it's definitely close. We're getting close to it.
Got to be close. It's been a minute.
is it not?
And I know that they've taken some bookings.
Is it not the P clause? Is they like so how they left? They just didn't renew their contract. It's weird because like they didn't get fired. They asked him. They asked him to renegotiate the contract, and they said no. This is what we agreed upon. They said okay, fine, we're gone. So it's like does the 90-day compete clause actually it is still in effect? It's a question. But do you
All right.
see how we're already what?
Calendar. Okay, there we go.
But do you see how we're already at all in and are not we're done with redemption? That's why it's like, please stop inserting these pay-per-views where they don't need to be inserted.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. Hey, listen, one of the things that it says Kofi will be able to wrestle early August after his
Mhm,
mutual prevents him from anywhere else during that. Yeah, so early August.
mhm.
But what was I going to say? I was going to say something.
Today
Yeah, no,
is
one
the
of the things I
80th
love
day.
about AEW.
10 days away.
Oh, okay.
Today is the 80th day exactly.
So there were a couple things that I thought were very cool about AEW when they very first came in. I thought they were going to do some cool things for wrestling. One was they were only going to have 4 pay-per-views, right? Like a big 4. And that was cool. I mean, I was like, because I had gotten inundated with WWE. I mean, we had one every month, and we had 4 and then 8, really 8 big ones, and then it ended up being 12, one every month, and we had one every month for years, right? And it was like it's too much. And then here comes AEW, and they're like, we're only gonna have 4, they're gonna feel special, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have records and points and win losses, and that's gonna feel special. Obviously, that didn't last very long. And now we've got a pay-per-view basically every single month. So we're up to basically 12 pay-per-views. And as a result, even though we know to a certain extent like what the big 4 are, it still takes away from the specialness of the pay-per-view.
I don't know if we
Just
know what the
does.
big 4 are anymore.
Well, I guess that's
It's
true.
still
Dynasty,
something
Forbidden Door, Wrestle
that
Dream, like
it's not. Okay, come on now.
Forbidden Door.
No, I mean, it's Revolution.
That
It's
no,
Revolution.
not
It's Double or
Dynasty,
Nothing. It's All In.
not Wrestle Dream. Okay,
No, I
Every
mean, it's
Forbidden Door
Revolution.
has
It's
beaten.
Double or Nothing.
I'm saying Dynasty
Yeah.
and Wrestle Dream. No. Now let's talk about the rest of them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely Revolution. It's definitely Double or Nothing, right? All In. And then, I mean, the fourth is debatable. I mean, there's I mean, I don't know. I mean, could be. It might be Forbidden Door now.
Yeah.
That's not the original 4, right? I forget what the fourth was.
Full Gear.
There was All Out, right? Was the
Full Gear.
Yeah.
Full Gear. Full Gear.
I mean, Dynasty and Wrestle Dream are fairly recent. Like we've only had them for a couple years, but they've been big every year we've had. Dynasty happening in the spring, and Wrestle Dream happening at the start of fall. 2 great shows.
AEW puts on good pay-per-views. They put on great pay-per-views. Basically, all their pay-per-views are solid. They're all too long, but they're all really good. So, I mean,
but for $50, I'd rather a show be too long than too short.
Oh yeah, no doubt, 100%. I just think it takes away from the specialness of it when you have one every single month. And there were things that like I said, when AEW came in to the wrestling, landscape, whatever, it in the beginning it was going to be a different situation, and in some respects it's just not. I mean, it's still different than WWE, but in some respects it mimics WWE in a lot of ways now with the 12 pay-per-views and other stuff, and it's just like they've kind of fallen into the traditional wrestling model that WWE has developed over the years. And I was kind of hoping that they would come in and do something to kind of change the traditional wrestling model, and they haven't really done that. So I mean, it is what it is. So, all right. Anything else before we get out of here for the night?
Nah, it was one piece of information, but nah, we're good.
Are you guys looking forward to Sheamus showing up more than the New Day?
No, New Day.
Sheamus is coming to AEW.
I mean, he very well might.
Officially,
We don't know yet.
The possibilities are there, but
I did not even know Sheamus has left WWE officially, huh? I was unaware of that.
Oh yeah, yes. So you don't watch Kickout from last week? It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine.
They wanted him to take a pay cut. He said no.
But,
they wanted him to take.
Yeah, TKO been they've been doing some real stupid stuff lately.
He was like, I'm a mid-card title away from being a Grand Slam champion, multiple-time world champion. And you want my pay? You want to cut my pay? No.
Or, no, more so, the agreed upon is the contract. The agreed upon contract, homie. Like y'all have to abide by that. Where do we do that? Where we like, nah, we want that money back. No, joke's on you. Now you can use me more on television, but for some reason y'all don't want to do that, which is dumb. So, but yeah, nah. New Day versus Young Bucks. That's the dream match. I don't think anybody thought was actually going to happen. So, nah. Young Bucks, New Day coming is still top tier.
Yeah, nah. I'm here for New Day coming to AEW. I'm here for Bailey coming to AEW. And in some respects, I'd be there for Sheamus coming to AEW. I mean, depending on what he's going to do and what that's going to look like. I mean, I like Sheamus. So I'd be here for all.
It really feels like such a Vince McMahon move, though, of offering somebody a big contract and then burying them and then offering them to renegotiate the contract for less money. It's like, well, no one else is going to pay you this much either.
Yeah.
Not after you've been used the way you've been used.
But
no doubt.
But even though this is an emotional crackhead, he ain't gonna fire them before their biggest show.
That's
TKO's done behind. When?
I was just my brain immediately went to when he fired Jeff Jarrett. That's where my brain immediately went to.
But TNA wasn't even existing, and he bought WCW. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't no big pay-per-view.
And it's only Jeff Jarrett, so no one cares.
Didn't he also fire Macho Man for a petty reason?
Maybe.
Probably.
And then
he fired a lot of people for a petty reason.
Oh yeah. Paul London. Paul London got fired for the most pettiest reason. He was smiling.
I mean, I would still have chosen to stop watching it, but I never thought there would be a day where you would look back at like Vince McMahon with like, wow, we were almost better off when he was there. Like, I mean, I guess it's debatable because I'm not really watching. You guys can comment more, but it sure seems like WWE was in a better place when Vince was doing it than it is now.
Just business wise, it's just TKO is stupid. And it's very surprising how, like, okay, it's very surprising that, I'm not gonna say, that's the word, where the board is letting them have the decision, because, again, I say, when you bought WWE didn't need you, per se, money-wise. You needed them, because, let's call spade a spade, who was watching MMA or UFCs to that highest top tier anymore? So so you needed WWE's money. So you're wrecking how they're making you money is dumb.
A big
Yeah.
issue I have is that there's a lot of people who watch WWE that they basically believe WWE is the only pro wrestling. Like anything else that's out there, like isn't worth. Like if it was good, they'd be on WWE. That's how they believe, and it's wild to me. It's like no, you should really check out the other stuff because there's a lot of people who are really good that like will never work for WWE. They will never work there.
And even if they will at some point, they don't now. And I mean, if you're into wrestling, the best wrestlers on the planet are in AEW. Sorry,
Yeah,
it just is what it is.
yeah. I mean, it used to. I'd say it used to be New Japan had the best wrestlers, but yeah, AEW has taken that spot.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, I know it's late over there on Anika's side. It's getting late here. I'm starting to get yawny, so let's go ahead and do a little cleanup, and then we will get out of here. So you are here with us on Tuesday. So join us every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, for the Cookout, where we all come together to talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling. Come for the wrestling and stay for the chaos. Join Anika and sometimes Sammy Joe on Friday night, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, where they watch SmackDown and give you their real-time reactions and opinions and views on the show as it is happening. That's every Friday night. On Saturday mornings or Sunday evenings, you'll get the Winner's Circle. Let's say over the weekend. At some point during the weekend, you'll get the Winner's Circle. We review AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision from the week before, give each show a grade, and declare a winner. That is, if it's on Saturday mornings, it's 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. If it's on Sunday nights, it's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So the best way to make sure that you get a notification to know when Winter Circle is getting ready to go up or to go live is to have that little bell selected for notifications on the YouTube channel. So let's see, you can check us out on these social media outlets. Come over, chat with us, check us out, hang out with us, let us know what you got going on. Anything wrestling related, anything non-wrestling related. Love to interact with you guys. You can scan this QR code, and that little horsey will take you to Linktree. And from Linktree, you can get to all of our social media from one place, or you can just go to any of them independently, separately of your own, and check us out. Last but not least, if you want to listen to the audio version of the Cookout podcast, you can catch it on these podcast platforms. If you don't have time on Friday nights to sit and watch, or you enjoyed the content so much that you want to listen to it again while you're out driving your car, you want to put it in your playlist for while you're riding your bike or working out, you can put it anywhere you want, and you can listen to our audio version and our golden vocal cords wherever you would like. So beyond that, that's basically the housekeeping. In the words of our wonderful producer, as always, we will cut those lights. And until next time, peace.
Spay new to your pets.
That was a cookout. Came for the wrestling, stayed for the chaos. ALWCM, Sammy, and Anika.
Yeah, we cooked it up.
Workhorse Wrestling